Today, the World Anti-Doping Agency suspended Russia's sports drug testing lab.
99% of Russian athletes are guilty of doping.
It's worse than we thought.
If this is true, it is an unimaginable level of criminality.
I was helping to facilitate one of the most elaborate doping ploys in sport history.
This goes all the way back to 1968. Every sport. Was Putin aware of the existence of a Russian doping system?
Yes. We are top-level cheaters.
This all can be proved. It's quite mind-blowing.
New York Times is breaking tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
That has the potential of affecting the credibility of all sport. Why would I watch an event that's fixed?
You in any danger?
Yes. Oh, I need to escape. Putin will kill me.
Holy shit.
Putin calls the claims the slander of a turncoat.
2 people connected with the Russian doping program are already dead.
There never was anti-doping in Russia, ever.
In 1939, German scientist Adolf Butenandt won the Nobel Prize for Chemistry for his pioneering work on testosterone. Hitler refused to let him accept the prize. But from World War to the Cold War, Germany pioneered steroids research. At the 1976 Olympics in Montreal, East German athletes won 40 gold medals, including 11 in women's swimming.
During the 70s, the East Germans had a phenomenal record in the pool. And it wasn't until about 20 years later when it finally emerged that they had a drug program in place and they were just taking all the medals, literally.
Guy who eats badly, sleeps badly, smokes, drinks too much alcohol, misses half of his gym workouts, and takes steroids can blow away the most dedicated, most gifted athlete who does not take steroids in terms of sheer muscle gain.
Athlete trains intensely. Natural testosterone levels in the body drop precipitously, sometimes to that of a castrated man. The body also releases another hormone called glucocorticoids to reduce inflammation. But glucocorticoids have a second effect. They are catabolic, meaning they break down muscle tissue. It's a double whammy against the muscle, a drop in testosterone and an increase in muscle-wasting hormone. It's speculated that steroids affect the hormone imbalance in 2 ways. First, they may replenish testosterone levels after a workout, accelerating muscle repair. They may also block the muscle-wasting effects of glucocorticoids. The result is a muscle that quickly gets bigger and stronger. That steroids can push the physiologic limits of the muscle, making it bigger, faster, and stronger than it could get naturally.
И объем бицепса 50. А было 48, дорогой. Ну, и теперь разворачиваем. Вот. 58,5. kilograma.
So is growth hormone kind of like DNP, where while you're on it, it replaces the fat with water, and then you come off of it, the water flushes out?
Yeah, it doesn't replace the fat with water, but it causes you to retain water. So the more you take, the more water you do hold.
How does it cause you to retain water?
Hormone. If you look at all the different hormones involved, they all cause water retention at some level and form. So the more you take of it, the more it's going to do it. Look at people. That's a 46-hour half-life. Well, you put 20 pounds of water on it. So it does depend on take 100 how much water you're going to put on. Wow. Because what's its counterbalancing hormone? So no matter the half-life of any drug, you have whatever the property is with water retention. Half-life's not going to matter.
So let's talk about IGF, bringing back to HGH dose.
Yeah. To be honest with you, if you're using steroids, you might as well just use, a real prescription diuretic like Diazide. You take a half, a Friday afternoon and a half before you go to sleep on Friday, and you'll be dry as a bone on Saturday morning, assuming you're in shape. So, to me, that's the easy way to go.
Welcome to Rick's Corner. Hey guys, over the years when people would train for contests, they always wanted to lose that last little bit of water weight, and they would take diuretics, such as Lasix is a good one. Asparagus is a natural one.
All right, guys. People always say, Kev, what do you do the day after the show for water retention? Normally, day after the show, we all.
As you get closer to the competition, man, losing the water and dehydrating, do you think it's going to be extra pressure on you? How do you plan to get through that period?
I'm actually drier now than I ever been on stage. Period. As far as dryness, I'm drier right now than I ever been. And that's been just getting better and better each month. So factually, I'm not having to drop my water. So that's not going to be a problem.
Welcome to the McLaren Independent Commission News Conference here in Toronto. In May, Professor McLaren was mandated by the World Anti-Doping Agency with respect to the allegations made by the former director of the WADA-accredited Moscow laboratory, Dr. Grigory Rodchenkov.
The investigation has established the findings set out in the report beyond a reasonable doubt. Our experts were to determine if samples had scratches and marks on the inside of the bottle caps, representative of a tool used to open the cap. Of the set of samples suspected of being swapped, we were able to confirm 100% had evidence of tampering. We've conducted cyber and forensic analysis, secured data from hard drives, and reviewed thousands of pages of documents. The Moscow laboratory operated for the protection of doped Russian athletes within a state-directed, fail-safe system. Ministry of Sport, Deputy Minister of Sport Yuri Nagarov, RUSADA, that's the anti-doping agency in Russia, and the former director of the Moscow testing laboratory were all involved in this operation. With the active participation and assistance of the Russian Federal Security Service, formerly known as the KGB, the FSB, who had access to the Sochi lab under the guise of the building maintenance contractor, can be identified in the evidence we have.
Alex Mihailovich, RT. Rodchenkov himself is a person who's under investigation in Russia currently. He took off from Russia. He seems to be a character that you really can't rely on, and a lot of this relies on Rodchenkov. Does this compromise your report?
He is a person in this investigation, but not the only person in this investigation. I can say without a doubt, Dr. Rodchenkov is telling the truth and was a truthful witness. I was able to corroborate that because of all of the scientific and forensic information. My team can demonstrate the existence of this system beyond a reasonable doubt.
was clear from Richard McLaren's report that was contained in our independent commission. It's proven that offences were committed, so I don't think anybody can accuse us of sitting back and doing nothing.
We've identified a number of suspicious cases. We found payments of money in order to conceal for 2016, our recommendation is that the Russian Federation be suspended. The outcome may be that there are no Russian track and field athletes in Rio. I hope that they get they recognize that it's time to change and make those changes.
The measurement hasn't changed in like 20 years. All these logos have been on it back in 20 years.